It's time to get into the latest food news this week, and kicking it all off, we got the Coca-Cola Oreos. They're finally here, and not only the Coca-Cola Oreos, the Oreo Coca-Cola is here too. I got to try them both, and I posted shorts on both of them. And I'm gonna say, if you'd missed those cherry cola Oreos that came out a few years ago, this is kind of a close second. And those are close to my heart because I named those kind of one of my favorite foods of all time. If not, I think at the time, and this is now going back 4 years, I said that might have been the greatest food I've ever eaten because it's kind of an experience. There's popping candy in there and everything. Definitely give these a shot. The Oreo Coca-Cola Zero, really not as good of an experience as this. But if you run into these, pick them up. And let's jump into the news. First thing up we have, I'm going to go through my usual sources. And first, I want to talk about Food and Wine. And what we'll do is we'll scroll through the stories in each of them. And, when we run out of things to talk about, we'll end the stream. How's that sound? If you're in for that, hit like on the video and say hello if you're here. So, first story here. Your bananas are rapidly going extinct, but scientists say you can help stop it. Now, this is an interesting story. What I used to hear was that bananas in the current state that we currently eat are not the same genetic makeup as they were like 40, 50 years ago. So I wonder if this is kind of similar. Let's see what this story has to say. The bananas you enjoy in the morning with your cereal, smoothies with a scoop of peanut butter. I'll close this. In your banana bread, or just on their own are facing extinction due to a fungal disease known as Fusarium oxysporum, also called TR4. All right, let's scroll down to let's get away from this fear mongering and get into where we can actually fix this. Bananas are undeniably among the most important fruits in the world and are a major staple food for millions of consumers. Fernando Garcia Bastidas, a researcher in plant health, shared with BBC. We cannot underestimate the impact the current TR4 pandemic could have on food security. All right, let's talk about the solution. The kind of banana we eat today is not the same as your grandparents ate. See, that's exactly what I was saying. Those old ones, the Gros Michel bananas, are functionally extinct, victims of the first Fusarium outbreak in the 1950s. Okay, so this is the same thing. Very interesting. Another outbreak. Let's see here. I don't want this to be just me reading to you. So what can we do? Okay. There's no diversity in the commercial crop. It becomes an easy target for pathogens. So basically what they're saying is grow different varieties of bananas and it'll help get around this. So, okay, that's an interesting story. Moving on. More than 3,000 chemicals enter our bodies through food packaging. Here's what you could do about it. That one you can read on your own. I'm more interested in kind of the, silly kind of stories, maybe a little bit of business stuff. So here we go. Krispy Kreme just brought back a fan favorite fall donut. Let me guess, pumpkin spice. Let's click in. Just a few short days ago, Krispy Kreme unveiled its new fall lineup of donuts with the Golden Harvest collection. And somehow this wasn't enough for the donut brand. Now it's taken pumpkin spice season to the next level by bringing back its pumpkin spice original glazed donut. But there's one massive catch. All right, what's the catch? Oh, they're available by the dozen or by pickup. Interesting. Really interesting. Or if you're in New York City this weekend, you can snag it at Krispy Kreme's pumpkin spice original glazed donut at Chain Fest, a food festival celebrating fast casual cuisine happening on Randall's Island Park. So there you go, Krispy Kreme. Now, this looks like a silly snack coming here. New candy alert: M&M's is finally making a peanut butter and jelly flavor a reality. Who wanted this? We're gonna try it, of course. On Thursday, Mars, the candy giant that makes the massively popular treat, announced it's finally dropping the long-awaited peanut butter and jelly flavor. According to the brand, the new flavor comes in the miniature size the candy is known and loved for, and includes an outer berry shell with a smooth peanut butter center that promises to transport fans to the comforting experience of PB&J sandwich. So there you go. Peanut butter and jelly M&Ms are here. Look out for those. I'm sure we'll have them on Silly Snack Reviews in my short feed. So make sure you look for that. Uncrustables just launched a new flavor for the first time in 10 years, and it's a winner. Let's see. All right, looks like peanut butter and raspberry spread. That's a new flavor. There's nothing quite like chowing down on a classic peanut butter and jelly sandwich, especially as an afternoon snack. And now, for the first time in a decade, Uncrustables fans have a new peanut butter and jelly flavor to take out for a spin. Peanut butter and raspberry spread. The addition brings the number of Uncrustables flavors lineup up to 5, with the other crust-free options being grape jelly, strawberry jam, honey spread, and chocolate-flavored hazelnut spread. Those are really good. I had them while we were on vacation. It also means there are now enough choices that you can chow down on a new PB&J sandwich every day of the school or work week. All right, so there you go. If you're an Uncrustables person, you have that to look forward to. Like I said, if you're here, make sure you hit like on the video. Helps it spread out to more people. And that's kind of what we're trying to do here. We're actually celebrating 6 years on YouTube 3 days ago. So, clap your hands if you're into that thing. And let's go to the next one. This secret all-inclusive Disney World Food Festival features 45 dishes and more than 170 beverages. I'm going to skip that one. I actually just posted a Disneyland dining video, actually Disney California Adventure Park. I implore you to watch that after you finish this stream or this weekend. But yeah, if you can't go to this food festival and it's a secret, there's really no reason to click in. Worried that plant-based meat isn't nutritious? This steak might change your mind. Oh boy, here we go. Get ready to grill plant-based fillets. Oh no. Now, up front, I'll say, I don't think it's a bad thing that we're trying to come up with alternatives. The food system is definitely not going to last forever, but I don't know about my excitement of a lot of these like plant-based things. It's kind of one of those things that, I reserve my enthusiasm until we see exactly what it's going to be and how it tastes and exactly what the impact it's going to have on that whole thing. This looks like a longer article. They're looking to achieve the true texture of steak, mycelium, a root-like structure of a fungus. I don't know. This sounds like it could be gross. Anyway, this is a longer story that I think I will read after the stream here. We'll skip on to something a little bit more lighthearted and, And I don't want to tackle serious stuff here. The people come here for an escape. At least I hope you do. That's why I come here. It's kind of my little nook in my little community of foodies. All right. Your cutting board, speaking of being serious, your cutting board may have 200 times more fecal bacteria than a toilet seat. Clean your cutting board. That's all I can say. Clean your cutting board. Where is it? Domino's pizza. Come on. Domino's is adding a new non-pizza dish to its menu, and it's perfect for cheese lovers. All right. Domino's for a while had this thing that was essentially a metal pan with the pizza toppings in it, and they called it dips, and they would give you bread to dunk in it. I don't know who that's for, why you would want that. Just get the freaking pizza. I really don't understand a lot of the things these places make. It doesn't make sense to me, but let's see what this is. Uh-oh. 1992 was a big year. A League of Their Own, Aladdin, and A Few Good Men were all in movie theaters. Cardi B, Charlie XCX, and the Best Jonas Brother were all born. And Domino's introduced its breadsticks, which were the first non-pizza menu item the chain offered across the United States. Fast forward 32 years, and Domino's now serves everything from chicken wings, loaded tots, to Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, and chocolate lava crunch brownies. Later this month, Domino's will be adding another non-pizza item to its menu just in time for changing seasons. All right, here's the meat of the story. Starting on Monday, September 23rd, Domino's will serve mac and cheese in 2 different versions. The Michigan-based chain will offer a 5-cheese mac and cheese, which is a combo of penne pasta topped with creamy blend of American cheddar, mozzarella, and Parmesan Asiago cheese, never heard of that, and finished with Alfredo sauce. It will also have a spicy buffalo 5-cheese mac and cheese, which takes the standard mac and adds a generous topping of fiery buffalo sauce. Mac lovers who want to further customize their pastas can add sliced jalapenos or bacon for 99 cents each. Now, I gotta say, Domino's used to have this. I'm sure of it because I remember ordering it. So I don't, maybe not particularly the buffalo one, but this is not breaking news. I mean, they don't have it and they're gonna have it. But this is one of those kind of seasonal things that it looks like they, is coming back. And this article doesn't mention that, so maybe I was mistaken, but you never know. Cheetos want you to try their new flavors so badly, they're giving away free snack. Here's how to get yours. You get a free burner phone, too. Oh, wow. Look at that. Flamin' Hot Cheetos wants all the single people out there to keep their options open. With their snacks, of course. On Tuesday, the brand announced its new campaign asking fans to consider their options and encouraging them to try every flavor of snack before committing to one. It'll even give you those snack options along with a fun surprise for free. Starting today, fans can head over to flamin'hotuniversity.com to find opportunities to win a Flamin' Hot burner phone, a flip phone with a one-of-a-kind Flamin' Hot design, which comes with a free year of cell service that also has Chester Cheetah already programmed on the speed dial. And when the snackers call when snackers decide to call Chester, all right, this is a stupid story. So you got to find this phone. I hate when you have to go to these websites and do this stuff. It's such a scam. I don't know. I don't like it. Dolly Parton meal kits. We're gonna skip that one. Burger King $3 million Whopper. Let's see. We get to pick the winner. All right. So what were the three winners? Number 1, Fried Pickle Ranch Whopper, created by Fabian of California, which includes quarter-pound flame-grilled beef patty topped with pickle ranch, lettuce, fried pickles, bacon, and Swiss cheese, all on a toasted sesame seed bun. Can we stop with the pickle? I saw Sam the cooking guy today make something with dill pickle flavored Frank's Red Hot sauce. Why? We don't need this. Nobody wants this. All right, so that one is not that's a hard pass. I mean, it looks good. These styled pictures always look good. Next up is Maple Bourbon Barbecue Whopper, created by Calvin of California. California, they know their burgers, including that same beef patty topped with maple bourbon barbecue sauce, crispy onions and jalapeno, maple bacon seasoning, bacon and American cheese on a toasted sesame bun. That sounds pretty good. I would definitely try that one. And then there's the Mexican Street Corn Whopper with the beef patty topped with street corn spread, lettuce, tomato, Southwest seasoned tortilla chips, and Mexican spicy queso, all on toasted sesame seed bun. And that also looks fairly decent. So the first one is that weird dill pickly thing. Oh, no. Wait. All right. So they had them out of order. So this one is the Mexican street corn. Then there's the maple bourbon barbecue, which sounds the best to me. And then there's the stupid dill pickle. We got to stop with the dill pickle, guys. It's done. There's a link to an Instagram post here, which it is what it is. And moving on. Quick sip of water. Clear out my throat here. All right. Dolly Parton meal kits, we're going to skip. Jimmy Dean and Joe Ando are releasing a limited edition tote bag with sandwich saving feature. That sounds like it's not for me or you, but you're happy to go to Food and Wine and check this story out. All right. It's official. The best pizza in the world is in New York City. Now, okay, I guess this is a hot take moment. I had no doubt the best pizza in the world is New York City. I mean, Neapolitan pizza in Italy, it's kind of, to me, too floppy. I'm more of a New York pizza person. I think that's true of most people. So I don't get it. But let's see here. In early September, pizza rankers at the 50 Top Pizza released their annual list of the best pizza shops in the world, with Una Pizza Napoletana from New York City coming out as the number one spot. Oh, wow. And Neapolitan was number one. That's interesting. That is interesting. I wonder who was the judges for that. All right. Did we get down here last week? No, I don't think so. All right, so let's go to the next one. Stouffer's releases its first ever non-freezer aisle product. It's mighty convenient for busy people on a budget. Let's see what it is. It looks like, I'm not going to read anything. They give you this whole background. Exactly a century ago in 1924, Abraham Stouffer opened up Stouffer Lunch. Okay. So it looks like we have a cheddar cheese supreme mac and cheese and a 3 cheese mac and cheese. So another mac and cheese contender in the dry foods aisle, this time made by Stouffer's, who makes some pretty decent frozen food. I mean, it's not mama home cooked stuff, but it's not terrible. So that's the 16th. Chipotle's avocado machine is finally making its debut, but it swears it's not taking human jobs. Now, what's that mean? What does that mean? Cobotic device. Okay, hold on here. On Monday, the chain announced the long-awaited in-store introduction of Autocado, its avocado robot, which it calls Cobot, as it works alongside humans, not replacing them, to one of its restaurants. But that's not all. Autocado is also being joined by the augmented make line, another cobotic device that will make the bowl-making process totally seamless. These cobotic devices could help us build a stronger operational engine, a lot of buzzwords here, that deliver a great experience for our team members and our guests while maintaining Chipotle's high culinary standards. All right, guys. I mean, I don't like what they even tell you what it is. All right, so here's the Autocado. Does it show you what it does? Looks like it's got avocados in there. This is the bowl maker thing. What does the Autocado do? This is weird. This is weird. All right. Popeyes is launching a $5 value meal following the release of its Wings Tailgate Bundle. We talked about the Wings Tailgate Bundle a couple weeks ago. I do recall that. And hi, Matthew. I don't know what this was in response to. A good treat to have. But thank you for commenting and thank you for interacting here. We talked about the Wings Tailgate, which seemed like a really good deal. Let's see here. Damn ads keep wanting to come up. Each piece is marinated in Popeye's thing. Value Wars. Does it tell you what they're going to be giving you? Popeye's guests can take advantage of the deal. All right. The new promotion celebrates what Popeye's does best. Fried chicken, reads a statement from Popeye in part. Each piece is expertly marinated in Popeye's signature blend of savory Louisiana herbs and seasoning, then battered in a crunchy southern coating and fried to golden brown perfection. I really want fried chicken, so we're going out for fried chicken tomorrow night. I've been eating quite healthfully lately and need a little bit of a cheat. But I guess there's a $5 Popeyes value meal. I won't be going because the Popeyes in my area has the worst customer service, and I'm not the type of person. I don't care about customer service. You know, if it's good, it's good. Popeyes is just good enough that just not good enough that I don't want to deal with those people. They're terrible. Every time I go, it's a song and a dance. Really annoying, and really don't like them. All right, so we're still in September 16th. A lot of news this week. All right, Krispy Kreme released 3 all-new donuts for fall lineup. I feel like we might have talked about this one before, so I'm going to try to brush over it kind of quickly. Maple buttercream donut, which is an original glazed donut topped with maple-flavored buttercream and fall sprinkles. Maybe we didn't talk about this. It's joined by new oatmeal cream pie donut, which is Krispy Kreme explains as an unglazed donut with white cream filling, dipped in cookie dough icing and streusel topping with a dollop of white cream and a bite-sized oatmeal cookie. Whoa, that sounds ridiculous. Look at that. Wow, yeah, I would try that one. Although an unglazed Krispy Kreme, like, what's the point? Put the glaze on it too. I mean, you must be pushing sugar on that one. So that's that one. The other one was, what was it? Maple buttercream. That must be this one here on the left. They don't have all 3 in a. And then this one up here is the one with the sprinkles. Salted caramel cheesecake donut made with an original glazed donut topped with a swirl of cream cheese buttercream, dulce de leche flavored filling, and sprinkled with salt caramel flavored crunch. Can we just admit that salted caramel in most cases is just caramel? I feel like it's another one of those buzzword type things. So if you, we don't have Krispy Kreme in my area because we had one and people rushed to it and then they never went back. So they closed pretty quickly. But if you have one, I'd love to hear how those are. All right, where are we? Maybe we'll move to another source in a minute here. What to eat and drink at this year's Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Orlando. That's oddly specific. McDonald's is extending its $5 meal deal and offering more discounts in the fall. For posterity, let's see how long that's going. And that'll bring us up to date, I think. Let's see, well, how long is it going to go through? National Cheeseburger Day. Doesn't say. Well, you can go to McDonald's and get the $5 meal for longer. So there you go. There you go. I saw this story, and I don't remember where I saw it. Social media, obviously. This fast food burger is the most detrimental to your health, according to a new report. I mean, if I had to guess what the most unhealthy burger in America was, I probably would say Five Guys. But I also have heard, and I've never had it myself, there's a Culver's. They make a butter burger that they actually literally put butter on it. And of course, you have your mom and pop shops, but I'm talking about like chain, like restaurants. But let's see what they say. Let's see here. Fast food. They analyzed it. It named the cheeseburger at Five Guys as the unhealthiest option. The chain's burger scored a 50 as its unhealthiness score due to its 984 calories, 26.5 grams of saturated fat, 8 grams of sugar. Come on. And 1,050 milligrams of sodium per burger. All right, guys. Of note, Five Guys also sells the least healthy fries of any chain, according to the findings. You know what, though? Nobody can afford to go to Five Guys all the time. So if you can afford to go to Five Guys for a treat, don't worry about it. Obviously, don't eat it every day. But this again, we're dealing with fear mongering here, and we don't have to deal with this kind of bullying. Make good choices. Make good choices most of the time. All right. I think that brings us up to what we covered on here last week. So let me go to FoodBeast. What do they have? Let's go to stories. Oh, our buddy Guy Fieri. Celebrity or bartender, Guy Fieri's hilarious mix-up at Stallone's mansion party. With the Diddy news this week, I don't need to hear anything about mansion parties. So we're going to skip that one. No Diddy. All right. Kit Kat's latest flavor takes vanilla to the next level. Okay. It's funny because on my poll this week, one of the polls I posted in the YouTube community, of which I actually have a poll in the chat right now in this live stream. But one of the polls I posted was just pick one, chocolate, vanilla. And it was mostly chocolate, but a lot of vanilla too. I think it was like 2-to-1 chocolate to vanilla, maybe a little bit less, like maybe 1.5 or something. But let's see how Kit Kat takes vanilla to the next level. Chocolate has long dominated the candy game, but vanilla is finally getting a break. Give me a break. Kit Kat listened to the pleas of fans and are releasing Kit Kat Vanilla as a permanent flavor this fall. I was going to say, I'm sure I've seen a vanilla Kit Kat, but you know what? They have the Japanese Kit Kats, which, there's a lot of flavors that we don't get here in America, so it could be one of those things. Red Lobster's inspiring new 35-year-old CEO steers company out of bankruptcy. I saw they released a press release that basically said that they're canceling their Chapter 11 bankruptcy claim, which is kind of cool. Red Lobster's a cool place. I don't have any problem with it. I don't have any problem with anything. You do you. Whatever you like is what you like. All right, so this is celebrating the fact that it's a young CEO. Good. Oh boy, here we go. Back with the plant-based. Introducing plant-based ribs with edible bones. That's like the Mac rib. It has those like the protrusions that are supposed to be bones, but they're not bones. It's kind of a funny. Whoa. Just knocked my phone on for a second there. All right. Attention alternative meat eaters. And I want to say something about this after too. And now that we're on a rant here. Get ready for some finger-licking innovation from Juicy Marbles, the alternative meat company behind some of the most convincing plant-based proteins yet. Now, before you think I'm talking about McRib's alternative meat, let me clarify. Juicy Marbles is crafting some of the highest quality meat substitutes on the market, and they're often in high demand. The company first introduced the world's first plant-based bone-in rib back in 2023. Now they've updated the recipe to Marble 3.0, a clean label version with no thickeners or binders. It just seems like this is like a lot of engineering, and it just seems wrong. We've gathered feedback from thousands of curious eaters. Since more than half our customers aren't vegan, the research showed us that stupidly simple truth about food. We all want our food to be tasty, but we want it to be nutritionally sensible as well. Now let's talk about these edible bones. That's right, the bones are plant-based and 100% edible. If I had these when my mother was around, I wouldn't have been scolded for not cleaning off the bones since there wouldn't be any. No more Jamaican slander yelled at the back of my head. Okay. To get the best experience, fry them in oil before eating. That sounds healthy, right? Your dogs can even enjoy them too. I was curious and did a deep dive on Reddit to see what people are saying. Turns out cooking the meat over charcoal gives it a fantastically smoky flavor. Some even use Juicy Marbles products to make beef Wellington. All right, so here we go. I'm going to rant a little bit. And they made a note in that article to talk about how vegan, a lot of the people who eat their product are not vegan. I don't understand vegan delis. If you're vegan, you don't want corned beef. You don't want steak. You don't want ethically. It's like, why would you want to eat something that is posing to be that? I don't understand that whole thing of it. My whole thing is if you can take plant-based things and turn it into a dish that tastes delicious, whether it's animal products or not, ethically raised or not, just take that out of the equation there for a second. That's kind of the marvel to me. Don't call it corned beef or whatever. Just call it, vegan sandwich or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's just a silly kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not the market for it. So, I'm not trying to be insensitive to people who are the market for it. It's just, I just don't get the point. That's all. Already talked about these Uncrustables. To me, that's an underwhelming story, to be honest. Jack in the Box is testing a ramen and chicken strips combo. Jack in the Box, they have tacos, they have burgers. It's kind of an interesting place. If you're on the West Coast and you get to try this crispy ramen chicken combo for $7.99, I would definitely love to hear about it. Look me up on social media at derryx, TikTok at derryxdines. But I'd love to hear. I don't have access to Jack in the Box, so it's kind of not relevant to me. But cool story, bro. All right. Sushi meets Munchies. Flamin' Hot Doritos roll hits Kroger. Again, we don't have Kroger in our area, so but we do go there when we're in the Outer Banks. So that's interesting. Let's see. Did I have a picture of it? No. What's this? No. I mean, that's the closest we're going to get to a picture. That looks all right. I don't know. Move this over a little bit. Sorry. If you're having fun and you're hanging out, hit a like on the video. Always a good time hanging with you guys. I have a short dropping in a couple minutes, and I'm trying to be live while the short is live as well. So thanks for hanging out. Campbell's Soup's next big move, dropping soup from the name. We talked about that already. All right, I saw this story come up. Ketchup and mustard Doritos. Doritos drops ketchup and mustard flavor, sadly only in Brazil. Now, this is a ridiculous story because I'll tell you why. I have shorts on the channel with ketchup and mustard Doritos, and I didn't go out of the country to buy them. They were a flavor about a year ago. They were all over the place. Let's see if they acknowledge that here. Hitting the shelves right in time for Brazil's summer season, Doritos and Heinz have partnered on 2 limited edition flavors, ketchup and mustard. This isn't the first time Doritos has released these flavors. There have been various There have been variations like tangy ketchup and spicy mustard and classic ketchup. This is the first time, however, that they will be exclusive to Brazil. Okay, so it's this stupid story. Tillamook now has tahini flavored jerky. All right, you know how else you can flavor jerky with tahini? You can sprinkle tahini on jerky. There you go. You know what tahini needed? Meat. Savory, tiny pieces of meat. Tillamook, country smoker, agreed and now offers tahini-flavored beef jerky. This snack combines premium beef jerky with the tangy, spicy kick of tahini clock. Okay. Guys, these okay, so Coca-Cola Oreos, it's not like they soaked Oreos in Coca-Cola, right? So this is like a true collaboration because they had to engineer the flavor of one into the other. When you see a product that's like this, don't buy it. There's no reason for it. It's not like they give you the recipe, tahini and beef jerky. It's like Chipotle mayo. You can buy mayo already mixed up, or you could buy the Chipotles. I get the convenience, but like, do you really like the tahini that much that you have to have it on your beef jerky? Yeah, and that's kind of all I have to say about that. And we're reacting. We're not trying to, I don't want to yuck your yum. If you like it, you like it. It's not it is what it is. We talked about these Shaq gummies last week. Why is this news? Shaq has gummies? Okay. Shaq also has historically advertised. He's been an affiliate or a sponsor for everything. Pepsi introduces Drips, a new craft soda experience with wild flavors. That sounds interesting. Tropicana lemonade over candy boba topped with floating cotton candy is coming to New York, and I'm feeling a bit jealous. PepsiCo is giving foodies in New York a unique opportunity to try something truly different with its Drips by Pepsi truck. From September 12th to 29th, the Drips truck will travel through the city, offering 8 expertly crafted beverages inspired by PepsiCo's favorite products. What the heck? Looks like we got a troll in the chat. Don't know how to deal with this. All right, so here the refreshing combinations will be Pepsi Forever S'mores, Pepsi Coconut and Lime finished with s'mores over whipped cream, Starberry Basil, Starry Strawberry and Basil finished with diced strawberries, lime wheel, and basil seeds. So it looks like they're getting into the beverage game. I mean, I know in Asia there are like carts that make drinks like this. It's kind of like mocktails. Pepsi's getting in the game. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Rockstar Pineapple Upside Down Cake. Rockstar Focus with orange, pineapple, and grenadine finished with whipped cream and colorful orange wheel. I guess we'll read them all. Starry Dragon Fruit Blast, Starry and Watermelon garnished with dragon fruit. Dew Chill Dill. Oh, Jesus. Mountain Dew Cucumber and Basil garnished with dill pickle spear. Guys, let's stop with the freaking dill pickles. We don't need dill pickles on everything. It's a lot. It is a lot. Dew Spicy Splash, Mountain Dew, Lime, Chamoy, and Tahini, garnished with gummy worm. I think I don't like chamoy. I think I've determined that through a lot of different experiments over the years. I think I just don't like it. It's funny, a lot of these are actually like Mexican or Spanish, Hispanic flavored. Lipton Mango Horchata. Lipton Lemon Iced Tea with mango, coconut horchata over strawberry boba finished with cold foam. That sounds delicious. Cotton Candy Lemonade. Tropicana Lemonade over candy boba finished with floating cotton candy. All right, so this is in New York City. Beverages start at $6.99. I mean, $6.99 seems like a pretty good price for that in New York City. So if you get to try them, definitely let me know. This is what they look like. Pretty interesting. All right. National Taco Day will now be on a Tuesday thanks to Taco Bell. What? Taco lovers wide and far. I'd be a taco lover wide. A day that not only celebrates one of the most delicious handheld classics, but also offers the best deals. Taco Tuesday, however, has never been an official day of celebration. Taco Bell has convinced National Day Calendar to move National Taco Day to Tuesdays starting this year. Taco lovers can now officially celebrate this iconic food on the first Tuesday of October forever. It's safe to assume that Taco Bell has some amazing deals up its sleeve come October 1st. And as always, we'll cover it here on the channel, so make sure you subscribe. Thanks for teeing me up for that one. All right, this is one the next two we definitely have to talk about. Amazon Fresh launches new budget-friendly brand, Amazon Savor. I saw this over the weekend, and I thought it's pretty genius, but it kind of looks a little too generic, to be honest with you. All right. Most of the Amazon Savor products will be priced under $5, and if you're a Prime member, you get an additional 10% off. Following the launch, Amazon plans to add over 100 items to the new brand, and the savings don't end there. Prime members can now enjoy discounts on an additional 3,000 grocery store items sold in store and online at Amazon Fresh. Prime discounts include up to 50% off a weekly rotation of 8 to 15 grocery items, including fresh produce, protein, and pantry staples, 25% off of 1,200 rotating Prime exclusive grocery and household items, 10% off all Amazon private brands, including Aplenty, Amazon Fresh, Amazon Kitchen, 365 Whole Foods Market, Happy Belly, and Amazon Savor. So I would love to know. So I'm going to try to get some of these and maybe even make some recipes. I actually have a couple of peas videos, recipe videos that are extremely popular. They're 4-year-old videos that are still popular. I might try to get some of these and recreate some of those and see how they are. If you try these products, I really would love to know if they're a good dupe for the actual thing. And next up, we have Logan Paul, Mr. Beast, and KSI join forces to create a healthier alternative to Lunchables. Now, this one created a lot of controversy online. There we have KSI, Mr. Beast, and Logan Paul together. And here we have their Lunchly, which looks like a horrendous pizza, a Mr. Beast bar, and Prime. This is Turkey Stack'em. So it's essentially Lunchables with other stuff in it. But people were saying that what is it called? Lunchly. That the Lunchly was too low in protein and too high in fat, but then they compared stats, and there's actually less sugar in the Lunchly than there is in Lunchables. So TBD on this. If we see them, my son loves Feastables. I like the Feastables chocolate too. We'll give them a shot if we find them, and we'll let you know if they're worth it. Of course, because that's what we do here. Personally, I think these are. If you go into it thinking this is going to be some organic, chef created thing, I mean, you can. Logan Paul is on it. No shade to Logan Paul, but yeah. All right. Cracker Barrel's hash brown casserole shepherd's pie takes TikTok by storm. All right, I guess we have to see what the deal is here. All right, so this girl's talking about it. Cracker Barrel. It looks like a congealed cheese on top of something. It's on Cracker Barrel's menu. So let's see. I don't have the sound playing. The sound won't come through the browser even if I unmute it. We don't want to get banned here. All right. So it says the item, which includes simmered pot roast and a home-style gravy filled with carrots, peas, onion, celery, and mashed potatoes, topped with griddled hash brown casserole crust, and finished off with a dollop of sour cream, has become a hit at locations across the country. I would try that. I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in a minute, but I would definitely try that. Let's see what else we got here. Take a quick sip of water while you hit the like button. Sorry for doing this on Friday night. If you're used to the Thursday, I'd like to continue doing it on Thursdays, but I had something come up last night and probably next week as well. So tune back in next Friday for another one just like this. Chipotle smoked brisket returns. We talked about that one already. We talked about this tahine, so we're all officially done with all the stories on FoodBeast. So let's go to Food Dive. Let's go to Food Dive. On Food Dive, do I have to click anything on this one? No. Okay. Hershey shuffles jobs to better align with growth. The Reese's and Dots pretzels manufacturer said it's laying off about 200 employees while adding dozens of new jobs in growth areas such as technology and data science. I can commiserate with them. I was laid off earlier this year and still looking for work. It sucks. So I get it. And that sucks. This Food Dive usually gives us a little bit more of the business end of stuff, so that I like to react to that a little bit. But like I said, I like these to be kind of lighthearted. And we're getting a little long for where I like to have these streams. So, we'll wrap it up here in a minute or so. General Mills teams with grocery giant to expand regenerative agriculture. Let's see what that has to say. A collaboration between Ahold Delhaize USA and the consumer food company will support farmers as they transition to practices that cut greenhouse gas emissions. All right, that's a cool one. Let's read the brief here. The owner of East Coast grocery chains Food Lion, Giant Food, and Stop and Shop is investing alongside General Mills to expand regenerative agriculture for key ingredients such as wheat and oats in an effort to reduce emissions across their shared value chain. I think this company also owns Hannaford, which is like the equivalent of Food Lion in my area. Ahold Delhaize USA and Minneapolis-based maker of Cheerios and Betty Crocker products plan to co-invest in farms adopting regenerative agriculture practices such as cover cropping and nutrient management techniques. No financial specifics were disclosed. The collaboration is focused on geographic growing regions where key ingredients like wheat and oats are sourced. The partnership is set to advance regenerative practices on more than 70,000 acres of farmland in Kansas and Canada's Saskatchewan by the end of 2025. All right. That's good. Very good. Very, very good. Catching mackerel in the Shark Tank, how Fishwife became a sensation. What? All right, this is a stupid story. Like I said, this is a little bit more business end type stuff, not really the lighthearted stuff I like to go over. Mergers and acquisitions. C4 partners with Hershey's to bring its sweets to energy drinks, protein powders. Okay, this is a timely story. So I was actually just at a supplement shop yesterday because I've been dialing in my diet and exercise, trying to lose a little bit of weight, get the numbers better, all that type of fun stuff. So a friend of mine from social media owns a supplement shop. I went to visit him yesterday, and I noted that most of the supplements that he had in the store are co-branded with like candy. So this story here is exactly kind of that. You can see here Bubble Yum and Jolly Rancher on the C4, Reese's on the whey protein, Hershey's on the whey protein. I bought a couple things to try in that vein, just because it's like the fat kid and the gym boy kind of merge together, and it kind of all comes together in that one thing there. Interesting. A Bubble Yum pre-workout powder will be introduced this month, along with canned energy drinks based on 3 Jolly Rancher flavors: blue raspberry, green apple, and watermelon. In October, the collaboration will expand to include C4 protein powders in Hershey's milk chocolate and Reese's peanut butter. New products will roll out this fall, with additions planned for 2025 and beyond. Yeah, that's genius. Absolutely genius. Crazy. All right. A lot of these are not stories, but they're like op-ed kind of things. Coca-Cola and Bacardi partner on ready-to-drink cocktail. That's interesting. I've been to the Bacardi factory at least a handful of times now in Puerto Rico, Catano. The pre-mixed beverage will be sold in several markets worldwide in 2025, with initial launch planned for Mexico and select European markets. Of course, Mexico, because, you know, all the vacationing. The brief. Coca-Cola and Bacardi plan to launch a ready-to-drink cocktail that includes their namesake brands. The Bacardi mixed with Coca-Cola RTD cocktail will be available in several markets. RTD ready to drink for the uninitiated, with the initial launch plan for Mexico and select European markets in 2025. Coca-Cola has entered into partnerships with other alcohol companies, including Molson Coors, Pernod Ricard, Constellation Brands, and Brown-Forman to increase its presence in the adult beverage category. Coca-Cola also is collaborating with Oreo, and these are amazing. We already talked about them. But yeah, I'll give these a shot. I like ready-to-drink cocktails sometimes. You know, we do a lot of beach stuff, Outer Banks. So it'll be nice to have that as an option. I saw this story come up today, and Kraft Heinz brings refrigerated cream cheese frosting to Philadelphia brand. The food giant saw an opportunity in the frosting market, given that many consumers want products free from artificial flavors and dyes that don't require multiple steps or ingredients to make. James, no worries. Thank you for being here, and thank you so much for gifting membership. That is amazing of you. You're always such a great supporter of the channel here, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Thank you. I mean that. Thank you so much. The packaged food giant said Philadelphia's culinary team spent a year and a half crafting the recipe, which uses milk and cream as its primary ingredients. Philadelphia cream cheese flavored frosting will appear on store shelves in October. I mean, you gotta think. You look at here, a tub of frosting. You gotta think their demographic, who they're going after, is like the fat kid like me who's just gonna eat that with a spoon. I'm not gonna. I have restraint right now. I'm in a very good place. You know, got everything very well dialed in. So yeah, but extremely interesting. Let's see here. We talked about these earlier in the stream, the shelf-stable macaroni and cheese, which I'd love to know if they're any good. Maybe we'll try them for Noah. He loves mac and cheese. He's in that age where you know, a quick dinner of mac and cheese is good. General Mills to sell North American yogurt business for $2.1 billion. The divestiture, which includes brands such as Yoplait and Go-Gurt, will allow the food giant to focus on faster growing areas, including snacks and pet food. Interesting. Take a look. We got a brief. Yes. Lactalis will acquire the U.S. operation, and Sodial, the Canadian business. The deals are expected to close in 2025. The divestitures include the U.S. and Canada operations of several yogurt brands, including Yoplait, Liberté, Go-Gurt, and Oui, as well as manufacturing facilities in Tennessee, Michigan, and Quebec. The sale allows General Mills to focus its portfolio on faster-growing categories such as snacks and pet foods, while exiting the yogurt business, facing competition from companies like Chobani and Danone. Isn't it Danone? The North American yogurt business contributed approximately $1.5 billion to General Mills' fiscal net sales. So how are they going to reconcile the $2.1 billion aggregate, the $1.5 billion net? Oh, so that this is top line revenue, and this is overall value. Okay, interesting, really interesting. I mean, that's a big chunk of change. Where are we here? Where was that Mikey Life Cereal? Life Cereal brings back Mikey to ride the wave of nostalgic marketing. because it looks like we're getting down to stories that we covered last week. Life cereal brings okay. The Quaker-owned cereal is the latest CPG marketer to refresh its brand with a look to the past and heyday of TV advertising. CPG. What does CPG mean? I'm uninitiated. Life cereal is again reviving Mikey, a picky eater that first appeared in commercials in the early 70s and rose to pop cultural prominence per details shared with Marketing Dive. James says here, AI Mikey. Yeah, I think, yeah, unprecedented is a good way to put it. The spokesperson stars in a new music commercial with a jingle that draws inspiration from the original Mikey Likes It tagline. The creative depicting a hectic morning in a busy household also bows a new tagline. I really love my life. Oh, God, you can only roll your eyes to this one. I'm shaking in my Timbs on God right now. I'm shaking in my Timbs too. So what is it? AI? I think it's just a new kid, played by Hudson Ubelhart. It's just a new kid. Yeah, this is kind of silly. I'm sure we'll see him because it says that they're going to be playing on Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN, and all these other streaming places. YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. Fifth Angel, your comment here made me laugh. Thank you. That is amazing. We talked about that last week. Let's see here. Cal-Maine takes majority stake of egg processor expanding into prepared foods. That's another merger one. Here's an interesting one. We're getting, yeah, I think we're getting close to what we've talked about. Keurig Dr. Pepper to pay $1.5 million to settle charges about K-Cup recyclability. I mean, we know these things are not recyclable. You know, it's just make coffee with a filter, you know, or buy a reusable filter, you know, even a reusable pod. The SEC alleged that KDP, Keurig Dr. Pepper, stated in reports for fiscal years 2019 to 2020 that its K-Cup single-use coffee pods could be effectively recycled based on testing at municipal recycling facilities. However, the company did not disclose that the two of the nation's largest recycling companies that were involved in testing expressed significant negative feedback. I mean, recycling, even that is kind of out of control. I'm sure a lot of what we think is going on is not actually, you know, the whole thing. Which multinational food conglomerate are you siding with on this pressing issue? I don't know. I don't take sides on this stuff. 1.5. I honestly feel like given the impact these things probably have to, you know, 1.5 million is kind of a small price to pay. But Funko Pop, with their plastic manufacturing, probably makes a much bigger impact to you know, the global warming and all the other stuff that I don't think it's that big a deal. 1.5 million to Dr. Pepper Keurig is nothing. Let's see. I mean, these are food news. Like I said earlier in the stream, if you weren't here, I try to make this a lighthearted space. We're not really getting into deep political issues. And this food dive tends to be a little bit more the business end of things. And with that, I will wrap up the stream here today. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, go back, watch that Disney California Adventure video. We'll be here again next Friday. We'll see what other crazy news stories we come up with. Don't forget, Coca-Cola Oreos are here. Like I said, make sure you go try those if you haven't. They are very good. I have a couple shorts breaking them down if you want to take a look at that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to the members for your support and for any gifted memberships James has provided here. Welcome to the new members. And thank you so much for watching. Talk to you guys later.